When Debra and Judy came out as a couple in 2020, their romance enthralled viewers. Its significance extended beyond romance to include representation. Fans accepted their love as a collective, and the Brat's coming out was a major occasion. But what started out as a romance straight out of a fairy tale has now developed into a major public event. Fans are left wondering whether Debra and her wife Judy Jessica's love was really genuine, or whether it was always a part of a bigger scheme as they leave and become embroiled in a flurry of emotions, accusations, and legal disputes. Judy, the creator of Kaleidoscope hair products and also known as BB Judy, has always taken public image seriously. Her proposal to him and their extravagant wedding vows, according to critics, were all staged to damage her reputation. One thing is certain, regardless of whether that is accurate, their relationship has always been strongly linked to their public perception. Personas and commercial success, whether it was ever about love or just a shrewd business decision, is still up for debate as legal fights are being fought out and emotions are growing. More significantly, what comes next? When it was discovered that Dee and Judy's commitment ceremony was not legally binding, it was one of the first major rifts in their seemingly ideal love story. This information led to a great deal of conjecture over whether Judy's extravagant proposal was a publicity gimmick or a genuine declaration of love. It was quickly noted by critics that Debra had initially been apprehensive. Regarding marriage, some claimed that the decision was influenced by inherited fortune from a man Yandy had previously mentioned and then identified as Judy's husband, confounding you, claiming financial concerns, especially her current bills. You're not by yourself. The way Judy handled the Brat's concerns was telling. She brushed them off and went on with her extravagant gesture, informing Debra that everything was taken care of for the reality show Brat Loves Judy, which even included the extravagant ceremony and proposal, leaving viewers perplexed. Fans are curious about what's actually happening behind the scenes as the drama unfolds. The decision to conceive a child together, however, marked the most significant turning point in their relationship. They marked the start of a new chapter that would either validate naysayers' suspicions or demonstrate the sincerity of their love when they made their plans to grow their family public. To use a sperm donor and Judy's eggs to conceive a kid together. Fans initially believed Judy would become pregnant, but when she suffered serious health problems during the egg extraction process, everything drastically changed. She was unable to carry the pregnancy due to blood clots and an enlarged heart, which led to her hospitalization. The couple welcomed their kid earlier this year when the Brat stepped in amid a crisis and carried him. What ought to have been an instant of unadulterated happiness quickly became another cause of contention between them. Outsiders saw weaknesses in their relationship, especially with regard to parenting. Judy, who had previously admitted that professional commitments had prevented her from raising her elder children, appeared to be making up for it by putting her all into her relationships with devoted admirers. But Judy's genuine intentions as a parent were called into question by the baby's numerous social media appearances, where she was surrounded by Judy's items and frequently wore apparel with the Kaleidoscope brand. Judy's overpowering attachments seemed to produce conflict between her and her kid, despite the first-time mother's desire to connect with him. The strain that was boiling beneath the surface was revealed when even small disagreements about how to securely attach Tur's car seat descended into violent altercations, one of which was caught on camera for their reality program. Fans started to question whether Judy's insistence on control and her resistance to compromise were hurting their relationship or if their romance was gradually eroding. What started out as a shared journey into motherhood has now turned into a heated court struggle, and everyone is watching anxiously, wondering what will happen next. Judy has reportedly taken a startling move by suing Dee for custody of their son True and requesting child support, according to recent sources. Incredulous, fans question how such a severe consequence could have happened. In a startling twist of events, Judy has allegedly stated that True is biologically hers and not the Brats's, even though they have agreed to co-parent. This discovery has caused a flurry of Judy's public comments have just added fuel to the flames of frustration. The ferocity of this court struggle implies underlying unsolved concerns that may have been boiling beneath the surface for a long time, even though conflicts between couples are typical. On social media, both supporters and detractors are commenting on the complicated situation and speculating on how a couple who were previously praised for their love and unity got to where they are now. This abrupt breakup is hard for fans who followed their path from the emotional highs of pregnancy to the challenges of new motherhood. Claimed that their connection destroyed her spirit and gave her a lot of pain, and she referred to Brat as a punishment in her life. Many people are curious about what truly happened behind closed doors as a result of these impactful remarks, and their once loving marriage is becoming the subject of intense public scrutiny, with every detail being scrutinized for hints about what went wrong. Brat, however, has largely kept quiet, letting Judy steer the conversation. While some believe she's being polite by not making things worse, others believe she's simply overwhelmed and struggling to deal with them. It is clear that this is not only a difficult time, rather, it is a full-scale conflict that has the potential to drastically alter Brat and Judy's lives. Is this the end of their romance, or will they manage to get back together? There is a nasty legal struggle going on, and the status of Brat and Judy's relationship has become the focus of considerable controversy. According to Judy, Brat's behavior, whether in their relationship or their parenting, has left her feeling abandoned and hurt. Her accusations paint a picture of extreme emotional agony and betrayal. The question of whether reconciliation is still possible has been further sparked by this. Once trust has been damaged, it can be challenging to restore, particularly in cases involving custody issues and public charges. Some fans believe this is the start of a protracted and agonizing battle, while others hope they can at least co-parent amicably. Their hitherto close relationship has totally collapsed. What started out as a stirring tale of love has evolved into a warning about trust, relationships, and the difficulties of co-parenting. The legal dispute simply exacerbates the situation. Custody fights are seldom straightforward, and if Judy decides to pursue her lawsuit, decisions taken out of rage may have long-term effects. Their issues predate their public backlash by a long way. Their ability to raise children together as well as their relationship may be impacted by this drawn-out legal dispute. However, the BR has largely been silent, which begs the question rather than proving culpability. While some insiders believe she is simply trying to manage this situation with dignity by avoiding public confrontations, others say she is deeply upset and shocked by Judy's charges. At any rate, it's clear that this circumstance has caused her a great deal of emotional distress. Social media is split, with some followers applauding Judy's position and others criticizing the way she handled the matter. Judy's latest assertion that True is just her biological child, which runs counter to everything the pair had previously said about their path to parenting, is arguably the most urgent topic of all, as the media is continuously examining every action taken by both women. What does this entail for Brat's parental rights if she is right? Will Judy be given full custody, or will the court recognize her as a legal parent? One thing is clear, this is not a rough patch. Rather, it is a full-fledged battle, and only time will tell how it ends. These are complex legal problems that could take months or even years to resolve. There is no denying the emotional toll of this struggle, but if Brat and Judy are unable to talk, the situation can turn toxic as anger and unsolved issues fuel a custody battle. Conversations concerning relationships and accountability have been triggered by Judy's accusations. While some argue Brat has every right to handle the matter in private, others think she should address the matter in public. Regardless of whether Brat will ultimately address the matter, the pressure to react to the continual scrutiny of celebrity relationships may be unbearable. Since a child's well-being depends on a stable and caring environment, the child actually stands to lose the most. Some have chosen sides, while others are simply devastated to see a couple they once respected reach such a breaking point. Social media is rife with opinions, with followers dissecting every comment and developing their own ideas about what led to this dramatic divorce. It is unlikely that this controversy will end anytime soon, particularly if the legal dispute continues. This turn of events is depressing for those who have followed Death and Judy's journey from the start because they were formerly viewed as a testament to love, resiliency, and cooperation. Both of them will have to make tough choices regarding their future as a result of the ongoing legal proceedings, whether that means a drawn-out court battle, reconciliation, or a friendly co-parenting arrangement. Whatever the result, one thing is certain: love by itself isn't always sufficient to keep a relationship going when there is mutual respect, communication, and trust. Their narrative serves as a warning about the difficulties of public love and co-parenting. Despite their disagreements, Day and Judy want to figure out how to put True's welfare first. Their child deserves a loving and tranquil atmosphere free from the stress and animosity that have taken over their lives, regardless of the legal rulings. The entire world is waiting to see if any fresh information comes to light. Even the most resilient couples can break up. The suffering they are experiencing is genuine, and whatever transpires will affect them both for a long time. Lisa Ray McCoy, Brat's sister, has made a big effort to disassociate herself from the turmoil. She has previously voiced concerns about Judy and now seems to be avoiding the matter entirely. This has only increased conjecture on the actual nature of Judy and Brat's relationship. Disclosures: will Brat at last make his voice heard? Are the two going to be able to work things out? Is this the end, though? Even those closest to the couple have voiced their opinions, so it's clear that this story is far from ending. These are the questions that everyone is considering. Under public scrutiny, the very coupling that once stood for representation and love is now a sobering reminder of how hard it is to balance one's personal and professional lives. They may have entered the problematic connection long before the public saw it, based on Judy's calculated approach to the matter and Brat's notably reserved reaction. Their honeymoon period is long gone, despite the fact that fans still scrutinize every new development. Judy appears to be taking advantage of the situation to improve her public persona and professional presence, while Brat appears to be coping with the emotional toll of their broken relationship. The complexity of their emotions, power relationships, and unresolved problems, however, goes much beyond what is depicted on social media and reality TV, making it evident that this is not the end of the narrative. Fans will have to wait to find out if they can overcome these obstacles or if this is the end of their adventure together. Fans admired the public union because they embraced honesty and challenged limits. But as time passed, rifts emerged, prompting doubters to cast doubt on the basis of their relationship and argue that it was more of a strategic business decision than a sincere emotional alliance. Judy, popularly referred to as BB Judy, made a name for herself as the creator of the LGBT+ community. Every action is being attentively watched by critics, who are excited to see how this dramatic story plays out. But there's no denying that their relationship has always been strongly linked to their public personalities and business endeavors. When it was revealed that their commitment ceremony was not legally binding, it was one of the first significant rifts in their ostensibly ideal romance. This sparked rumors that Judy orchestrated her extravagant displays to boost her reputation. Because of Kaleidoscope Hair Products' constant awareness of her public persona, some have speculated that she fabricated her proposal to Brat and even their wedding vows to further her brand. Were less about genuine love and more about getting media attention. Brat had originally objected to marriage due to financial concerns, particularly her debt, according to supporters. However, Judd reassured her that everything was under control and went ahead with an elaborate wedding. Many people questioned whether their relationship was just a meticulously planned plot for the cameras after watching their reality show Brat Loves Judy capture every moment of their well-publicized romance. The choice of the couple to become parents together in February 2022, they declared their intention to use Judy's eggs and a sperm donor to grow their family. Fans initially believed Judy would carry the pregnancy, but when she was admitted to the hospital after the egg retrieval operation because of an enlarged heart and blood clots, the situation drastically changed and she was unable to do so. They received their son True earlier this year after BR stepped in to carry their child. What should have been a joyful event quickly turned into yet another point of contention when onlookers noted a shift in Judy, who had previously admitted that she had missed out on raising her older children due to work commitments, appeared determined to overcompensate, while Brat, a first-time mother, was eager to bond with her kid. Sincere admirers noted that the infant was regularly shown on social media with Judy's merchandise and Kaleidoscope-branded apparel. This sparked intense criticism, with many claiming that Judy was not prioritizing her child's welfare, but rather utilizing him as a commercial gimmick. Fans speculated that Judy and True were at odds because of Judy's overly strong devotion to True. Even little disagreements over how to fasten True's car seat correctly turned into furious clashes, one of which was caught on camera for their reality program, exposing the growing straining in their relationship. When it became known that Judy had filed a lawsuit against Brat for child support and custody of True, rumors of instability between Deet and Judy further intensified. Fans were shocked by this unexpected turn of events and began to wonder what had gone wrong in the relationship. Judy allegedly said that True is biologically hers alone, not Brat's, even though they had previously agreed to co-parent. Since this information clearly contradicted their prior public declarations of their united path into fatherhood, it provoked heated discussions. How would Brat's parental rights change if Judy's claim were to be accepted? As legal tensions increased, would Judy be granted complete custody, or would the court acknowledge her as a legitimate parent? Fans who formerly admired their relationship would be crushed by the severe public scrutiny currently surrounding their once inspiring love tale. Because of her charges, Brat has been surrounded by feelings of emotional turmoil and betrayal. Brat has generally kept quiet in the interim, which has fueled more conjecture. While some imagine she is having difficulty processing the emotional toll of the situation, others think she chooses to take the high road and avoid intensifying the fight. According to insiders, Brat feels caught off guard by Judy's legal measures and is suffering as a result of the dispute's responsibility. There has been a great deal of debate over Judy's decision to disclose her personal issues. Some believe she is attempting to control the narrative and gain sympathy, while others believe it was important to defend her parental rights. There is now even more conjecture over what actually went wrong as a result of the media and social media community's unrelenting examination of every detail. Whether this relationship was ever genuine or if it was always business-related is one of the most important questions that remains unresolved. More significantly, the most recent events in Deb and Judy's continuing drama have left fans stunned. As spouses as well as co-parents, what was once a cherished connection now appears to be in jeopardy. When the legal proceedings started, the situation took an even more dramatic turn. Their son's future was in danger and emotions were running high. But there's no denying that this is far from done. While the world watches, we're wondering if they'll work out their issues or if their romance is over. According to people close to Brat, she is having a hard time processing the conflict's emotional burden, but she has largely kept quiet to let Judy take center stage. In her wrath, Judy accused Brat of being a punishment in her life, saying their marriage had broken her heart and caused her much suffering. Their relationship is now under further scrutiny as a result of this declaration, with both admirers and detractors wondering what caused such a severe rift. The honeymoon period is officially over, despite the fact that followers are still analyzing every development. Speculation regarding the true nature of Brat and Judy's relationship has fueled what was formerly thought to be a loving and supportive union. Brat's sister Lisa Ray McCoy, who had earlier voiced concerns about Judy, now appears to have disassociated herself from the whole matter. Once hailed as an emblem of love and representation, Brat and Judy's relationship has now devolved into a highly publicized and divisive conflict. It acts as a cautionary tale about the challenges of balancing private and professional life in the spotlight. Judy's calculated moves and Brat's taciturn demeanor imply that their expectations and objectives may have been different from the beginning, and Brat seems to be coping with the emotional impact. Judy appears to be taking advantage of the circumstance to further establish her public persona and professional reputation. Even while their future is uncertain, one thing is for sure: this story is far from finished. Their conflict serves as a sobering reminder that even the most glitzy relationships may fall apart when things get tough. There is a complicated web of emotions, power battles, and unresolved issues beneath the public displays of love, reality show appearances, and social media posts. Is this the end of their romance for the time being, or will they be able to overcome these challenges and reunite? The audience will include both critics and fans, closely monitoring the situation to determine how this story begins.